Hey yo, it's your boy Money Reeks, and right now I'm rocking with DJ Pest. You heard?
DJ Pest.
Popping.
Yeah. Excited to be here.
Yeah, man, you've been
For
on the
sure.
move lately. I'm seeing interviews here. I'm seeing interviews there. I'm seeing music. I'm seeing a lot of movements happening right now.
Yeah, man. That's all. On behalf of Breezeway, he got us active right now, making our rounds, and me being the newcomer, there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah. How long you been in the city?
For some years now, I just started actually kind of getting around within the past year, I would say, but I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? So now it's just time to put all of those resources to kind of together.
But tell me this, cause you from the other side. What made you pick Phoenix?
All right. So when I came, now it's getting, crazy as far as, just like every other city as far as cost of living and everything like that. But, when I came out here, for other reasons, it just made sense money wise, monetary, especially what was happening in New York, being gentrified. Where I'm from, my neighborhood became $1 million neighborhood out of nowhere. And, it just made sense financially. And I also was able to see that, it's an untapped market out here. You know what I mean? As far as, creativity, the music and what I do, I, I just knew it'd be a great fit, and why not? Arizona's a good look and it's blossomed in every way I could imagine. So it's perfect.
You got here at a good point because now
Yeah.
it's better than ever. I was just talking to Youngin. I've been out here since 2013. I mean, when I came out here, I was like, oh, I might have to go somewhere else. This ain't really. But now it's
But now,
popping.
yeah,
Yeah, it's popping.
totally.
So let's talk about you and music. Let's talk about your start. Let's talk about what got you into the industry.
Yeah, God bless the dead, my brother. You know what I mean? He was rapping. He was rapping since we was kids. You know what I mean? He just had this gift to rap. And he learned it and perfected it, and just watching him and being around him. You know what I mean? And then I moved. You know what I mean? And I went to like a Catholic school and everything, and it was like considered like a nice school. You know what I mean? And I was like the hood kid. And it was like, Tariq, rap. You know what I mean? They used to try to make me rap and stuff like that, but I didn't know how to rap. I was just trying to be cool. But I used to kick my brother's rhymes and all of that. You know what I mean? trying to just fit in. And after a while, it got big, and I started having to rock my own shit. You know what I mean? So, just started filling in the bars with my own music, and then he kind of taught me how to do the rest and set up bars. And then from there, over the years, I've been to engineering school. You know what I mean? I've done photography work. Um, I've just perfected the craft in so many ways, and now it's all coming into fruition. You know what I mean? It's kind of in my hands now. Like I said, my brother's passed, so now I just do my thing with it. And this year you're seeing it become official. Me linking with Breezeway, and the guys Merc, HB. Shout out the team. It's kind of the first time I made it, kind of organized. So now you're gonna see how it all comes to light.
Why now? Like, why is right now at this moment the moment where you have to take this for real? It's go time for you.
It's the universe, man. You gotta respect the universe. You gotta respect time, and you gotta respect all of those things. And you never know what that really means until the time is right. You know what I mean? You lose patience. You get frustrated. You lose inspiration, stuff like that. But when the time is right, you understand it all. You know what I mean? You understand what all that frustration was about. And I'm happy for two reasons. Because really one reason, the game went through a huge change. You know what I mean? It went from like what we was used to as hip hop to something completely brand new overnight, to where you could have been a popping act like whoever. I don't want to call out any names, but all of a sudden you're considered old school, if you will. And a new sound emerged, the punk rap, the alternative rap, stuff like that. And guys who was kicking bars was kind of put in a classic category. So, a guy like me who comes from that era, like everybody else, I had to watch that shift, watch that change happen. You know what I mean? Because you could have got caught in the crossfire and been, outcasted or, put into a box, just because of the way the game was rapidly changing. But, after waiting that kind of smoke out, I was able to, find my style in this new world here. And now it's perfect, because the music is better than ever.
Well, where you come from, who do you see in the mainstream that adapted good?
Mm.
Music sound just as good as it did back then, but you know it's in a different lane right now, and they still in it.
I don't know if it count. I'm from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? But Queens, you know what I mean? Nas. I think Nas really, really did his thing as far as adjusting to this new wave. He can still rap and he still raps just like he did back in '94. But linking with Hit Boy and adapting his voice and his cadence over these newer style beats. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's still samples and everything like that, but the beats are rolling now, and
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean. The drums are doing crazy things, and to put that over that is really perfect. It's ideal. What I'm talking about. Adjusting to the alternative.
How is it like growing up around that? I'm from Detroit. All we had was Eminem. Talking about when I was
Hmm.
growing up, all we had was
Yeah.
Eminem and Kid Rock. But you being in New York, you have all these giants around you. Do you see them? Like are they walking amongst the street? Like how was that growing up?
Um. Nah, not the Giants, not the guys. You know what I mean? Not the gods, not
Mm.
those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember vaguely like Biggie's funeral, you know what I'm saying? And being out there for that and him being at Pathmark before or something like that, but you don't see those guys. What you do see is when you get older and now, it came a point to where I was making my rounds, you know what I'm saying? And starting to do music and I'm at the showcases. So now I'm mixing with the guys like Troy Avenue and you know what I'm saying, other cats who's coming up in my generation. So you do see stuff like that. And if they really are from where they from, then you either know somebody or know somebody, just like how it is in regular life, just because we all from the same hood. But nah, you know what I'm saying?
Just
I never
curious.
saw Hove. I never saw Hove on the beach chair.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I grew up listening to New York artists. I don't know what it
For
was.
sure.
Those New York artists really stood out to me. But as I'm,
And you don't even realize it, bro. Like it's messed up. It's almost like you're closed in. Like you don't realize it until you leave, until you go out of town, until you listen to other radio stations, till you like, oh, okay,
yep.
what we got over there is a normal. Like you know what I mean? And you hear the way other cats rap or spit. And we're sheltered. Growing up, I grew up at a crazy time because you know what I'm saying, rap was already a thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was already born into it. You know what I mean? And it was during the East Coast, West Coast, and so it was real tricky as far as what they really allowed on the airwaves. So a cat like me really grew up hearing only one thing, just because people was picking sides. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it was hard to hear a lot of other stuff. You had to get out of town to really hear it and speak to people from other places and really be interested in what their culture is like to really understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't really know about pop, tell you the truth, until like I was grown damn near, you know what I'm saying? Just because of, where I was from or just being affected by it directly.
Yeah, and that's an interesting thing you just said because that may be my. I didn't listen to a lot of West Coast music until I was grown. I
Yeah,
not as of late. I would say recently. I probably just now heard like Snoop Dogg's album.
facts.
I probably just now heard that, and it's a disadvantage, but it's also just me being loyal to my soil. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nobody riding around my neighborhood listening to that.
Facts.
Um,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah, go for it. Yeah,
You said you from Detroit, right?
yeah.
So it's with this new sound, because y'all popping right now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got
Mm-hmm.
like a new sound. I don't know what you would call that kind of flow or rap, you know what I mean?
You
But
talking
it's
about like
over
the
like an
fast? You
old,
talking about like the fast rapping over a fast beat?
yeah, like the storytelling kind of
Yeah.
like this new thing that's going on. It's a couple rappers that do it. and it reminds, the beats remind me of like an old school Bay Area kind of beat or whatever. But then the rapping thing is kind of your own thing. Were you like, is this a new sound that's emerging, or was this like
It was
always,
always that.
um, always a bop or always a thing? You know what I mean? Because you can go in little towns and it's always been there. You would have never known until it blows up. You know, and there's small little nuances like DC or Detroit or the Bay or,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
I don't know who made it first, but the Bay Area music sounds exactly like the Detroit music. So I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
somebody migrated to the Bay or somebody from the Bay
yeah.
migrated to Detroit, but the
The
sound
Bay and Detroit are very similar,
so similar.
regardless. Like they're like
Yes.
cousins.
Yeah, and I would like to talk to two people, like two OGs from both sides, and
Yeah,
let them like hash it out, like who made this sound
facts,
first.
right? Yeah, the jails, man. The jails be connecting people, connecting states, fact.
Yeah, yeah, and find out who connect people. But yeah, I moved out
Yeah,
here and I was lost. You know, I tell this story a lot because I'm okay with it now. But I moved out
yeah,
here, got my first gig as DJ, and I'm DJing. And I thought I was gonna kill him. I thought I was
yeah.
about to go on this set, and I was gonna play Gucci Mane, Plies, and Wasted. That was I had.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting on the side of the stage. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this. I played that song and almost got like a Corona thrown at me. I'm like, yo,
Like,
what?
what is
I'm like,
this?
yeah, like what you? This is the hottest song where
Hottest
I'm from
record,
right now. What are you talking about? And they
yeah,
was like,
for
you don't
sure.
have any YG, you don't have
Yeah,
any like, and I really didn't. I didn't have no idea who they were talking about.
yeah, totally.
So that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
culture shock
No,
for me. That was crazy.
culture shock. Yeah, how could you not? How, like what? Like yeah, I was saying, you ain't got no Yeezy in your song.
Yeah, it was that
It's like
exact
that
moment.
moment.
Yeah, so yeah, Jay-Z, Rockefeller, Nas, Jadakiss, Fabulous. These are all the people that I grew up listening to. These are all the people that I still listen to, and yet I'm in an area where nah, you know what I'm saying? Like nah.
Yeah,
So
totally.
for me, you know what I'm saying, that was my culture shock. What was your culture shock when you came to Arizona? What did you see like, oh, this ain't normal. This ain't what I'm used to.
Man, a lot of things, man. A lot of things. You know, I came here for the scenery. You know what I'm saying? I love the scenery. I love looking at just anywhere I can glance is mountains and stuff. I grew up looking at the building in front of me. You know what I mean? Like when you get out of town, everybody's like, "But that's the Empire State Building," da, 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 whatever. But it's really like you don't see it. It's just stuff around you when you're living the life. You know what I mean? Going from a 9 to 5 or hustling or in the streets or just running for a cab. It's just a constant rush. And then you get to a place like this, and it's like you're in a resort. Yeah, it's just it's real mellow. You got a beautiful view and stuff like that. And then you gotta live life, you know what I'm saying? So then I'm looking for a pair, I'm looking for a pair of uptowns. They don't know my lingo. What's uptowns? All right, let me get some white Air Force Ones. Oh, they're not in season right now. What you mean they're not in season? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't got those or whatever. You got to go to special stores. Now it's good money, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or talking about Hove, like just having those conversations like about Pac, you know what I mean, and Pac and like just the guards, like because like I said, I was damn near, like, I was older, so people still have to, school me to some things that Pac did musically and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty savvy now, but going through those conversations and realizing, oh, y'all don't know Jay-Z like that. You know what I mean? You don't know Jigga like that. Y'all know, they know out here, they know like Black Album Jay-Z or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. They don't get in the reason without hip hop is really still a new thing. Or listening to the hip hop radio station and they're not playing hip hop. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, So it's
Yeah,
like,
listening to a commercial radio station and the top two songs on the hip hop radio station, a Spanish song, really
yeah.
drives me a little crazy.
Yeah, it's not hip hop. And at least just let it be, what it is. It's just like, make the station don't use the name of hip hop because it's trendy, and then try to slide things that's not of the culture in there just because it's safe. You know what I'm saying? That's corny. You know what I mean? That's not hip hop at all.
Ooh, I
You know what I
like
mean?
this. I
But
like this. I like this. Because usually I'm talking to somebody that's, and there's no disrespect to anybody I talked to in the past. Let me be clear and say that. But what
yeah,
I
yeah,
am
for sure.
saying is I haven't talked to somebody on this platform that sees it the way I see it without even having to say anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
for
really
sure.
enjoying this conversation.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
What
sure.
what
Talk
what?
about it. Talk about
Yeah.
it.
So what are you bringing to the game? What's the game been missing? Now that you win the game, what we about to see? What we about to see happen?
Just that fly shit, man. Tell you the truth, just the shit that we grew up on. You know what I mean? Bring that aesthetic back. You know what I mean? Bring that Hype Williams. Bring that flavor back. You know what I mean? But also incorporate the alternative sounds of today. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I really do specialize in. I still can kick a flow like it's 1994, but you know what I mean? I understand it's so much more, and I'm really focused on these songs and bringing that classic rap to this alternative sound is really where you find my style right there in that little happy medium.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that the kids can rock out to, you know what I'm saying? And you know, cats that's from my generation or, older can really enjoy the lyrics too, or you know what I mean? Just all together is something for everybody, you know what I mean? For sure. And right now it's nothing really for the ladies. I got a lot of stuff for the ladies too. I ain't gonna hold you.
You got a lot of stuff for the ladies.
Got a lot of stuff for the ladies because that's a void in the rap game right now. It's a void, period. There ain't nobody talking that real talk to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop and R&B started out as a really cool thing, a really good thing. You know what I mean? But somewhere it just got a little bit too merged. You know what I'm saying? And R&B forgot their way. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop forgot its. So to kind of bring it back to what the ladies want to hear, I specialize in that as well.
Okay, all right. Do you miss mixtapes, or is mixtape still a thing?
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's a good question. I miss. All right, so I miss like Clue tapes and
Ooh.
DJ mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? The Funk Flex tapes, the Ron G, Craig G, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss those. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I miss, a hit coming out on the mixtape before it came out anywhere else, and you felt like you found some shit, or you got like a version of it that wasn't on the album version. I
Yeah.
miss stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't miss like what rappers do nowadays and just release an album that the label didn't approve of and call it a mixtape. I don't miss that. We can all do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I'm saying? There's a little 8-year-old kid dropping a mixtape right now. You know what I'm saying? We can all do that. But to mix, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was young on a Clue tape, you know what I'm saying? The first time I ever heard More Money, More Problems. DJ Clue mixed it from the Diana Ross record on his, you know what I'm saying? It was like a pink Clue tape, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he mixed that shit and he was playing, I'm coming out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is this, And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? He mixed it into the More Money, More Problems record. First time we ever heard it, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on the radio, there was no video yet, none of that, And that was ill, you know what I'm saying? And to have that skill of digging in the crates and knowing what songs belong together, stuff like that, I miss that.
Do you think it's still a possibility that can come back? That feel.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I would have to become a DJ or something like that. You know what I mean? You got to get somebody from that cloth. You got to get somebody from that era. Things change, especially nowadays. Influences everything. So, who does mixtapes like that? Khaled. You know what I'm saying? And what Khaled's doing is completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, really, if you think about it from that aspect, I'm nervous. Khaled and Steph Curry, the mixtape, he might have, you know what I'm saying? The game might have changed with that, and it might not be the same anymore when it comes to the intentions of a mixtape.
I think the artists play a big role in that too, though, because I think the artists are more relying on the Spotify release rather than making a song and giving it to a DJ and saying, I need you to break this record. I think the DJs lost their breaking record power, and I also think the artists are looking over the DJ.
But why is that? That is the real thing. That is the thing that like ruined or made everything better, whatever you want to call it, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? That is, I feel like that is the dynamic. DJs lost control somehow or another. You know what I'm saying?
DJs lost control. I find myself today, April 5th, 2022, looking for artists to send me music versus artists sending me music, and it's overwhelming. It's
Yeah.
music coming from everywhere. I have to DM artists today, like, yo, you got some new
Yeah.
music for me? And
Yeah.
I think that just happened. I think the DJs lost their power because people used to go to the DJs to get the record broke, but now it's just like, no, I got this link for you. Just go check my joint out. And
Yeah.
that's why I
Facts.
really, 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 really. Well, I was about to say something else, but I'm really excited that Tyler the Creator just got a Grammy for a mixtape. It's called an
Mm.
album, but for a
Mm-hmm.
mixtape that DJ Drama hosted.
Yeah.
You
No.
know, like
Totally.
DJ Drama is on there talking cash, and
Yeah.
that's what he got a Grammy for. So I
Oh,
think
dope.
I'm hoping some of these record labels are looking like, well, maybe, because if I'm thinking correctly about how this works, I think DJ Drama got a Grammy. Because
Yeah.
anybody that was a contributor, anybody that was a part of that project, when the album
For
gets the
sure.
Grammy,
Yeah. He definitely gets a Grammy. If you did the beats and everything, yeah, you gotta
dog,
get the Grammy.
yeah, dog got a Grammy for hosting the mixtape.
That's hard.
So I'm
Yeah. That's
hoping
definitely
somebody,
hard.
yeah, I'm hoping somebody like, oh shit, like let's get back into that. But we'll never know. But yeah, DJs lost their power. Artists are skipping over it. I really would like to see. I didn't talk to Breeze about it. I didn't talk to everybody I talked to that's an artist, especially from that kind of cloth of music. I'm like, yo, how do you feel about mixtapes?
Yeah. For
Especially
sure.
I still think because live mixtapes is still a site, isn't it? Livemixtapes.com.
Yeah. I think so. I mean,
Somebody,
there's other one that Piff, all of that stuff, and you know
yeah,
what I mean, like Godfathers, all of that. Yeah, it's still the forums out there for sure,
yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for
So
sure.
somebody doing it.
But in today's world, it's like I said, influences everything. Because I always try to make projects. Before now, before this era, I always had DJs, host my projects, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But now, even me, I'm a guy who's trying to push. I'm pushing singles just so I can keep up with the consistency. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, when I give somebody, and then I just learn, like, I'll give kid my project, my whole tape. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just adding it, they'll go find each song they like and add each song they like instead of just hitting the one button and adding the whole tape.
The
Like,
whole
you know what I mean? It's like,
they skip past the button to like all and then just selectively, yeah.
Yeah, and listen, and what you call, like, that's more work, but they doing it because that's how they do things. You know what I mean? They don't listen to albums, they listen to playlists. They making their own mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? It's like these like the journalist, the DJ. This is everyone's has that power now from their phone. So it's like it's hard. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, it's hard to say, okay, yeah, I'm giving my music exclusively to this because exclusive to this DJ because how do you keep up with all these kids that the oversaturation of hip hop? We're
Yeah.
going through what they went through in the '70s. Remember, like they was talking about like the blackout in New York. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was a DJ at that point. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to be a DJ no more. Everybody was one. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
going through now. And now it's like, only the strong survive. So, but
Yeah.
now it's the scene. I'm proud of Arizona because DJs are stepping back in. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of organizing the sport again. And, we're utilizing that resource. You feel me?
Yeah. So with that being said, because you're right. With that being said, what's your approach to dropping a new record? Like what's the steps of promoting your music?
Right now, for me, in my stage of the game, the people need to see me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna be seeing a lot of visuals from me. You know what I'm saying? Because just like this, you know, you DJ Pest, we couldn't do this back in the day. Now we
Mm-hmm.
talking face to face. You know what I'm saying? And you need some material to work off of, and you know what I mean. So now, I'm doing singles and I'm packaging them. It's not just it's a single. It's the merch for the single. It's the visual. And then it's maybe some kind of promo freestyle, something like that, attached along with the single to direct you to the video. And then boom, I hit DJ Pest. You know what I'm saying? Tell him about this new package I got. You know what I'm saying? Give him the work, and then you got all of this product to push as yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Utilizing DJs as managers in their own right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm packaging it for myself. You know what I'm saying? At the stage of the game that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still, I'm still a cat. I put CDs out the back of the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So I know who's in what spot, what strip club, what dance spot, what, you know what I mean? And I have such an archive and such a plethora of music that I can hit anybody off with anything for their, you know, for their niche. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still that guy. We don't leave any stone overturned. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm about to ask you like maybe 3 questions that are so New York, but I'm just curious because you're so New
Yeah,
York.
yeah.
Takeover or Ether?
Um, Blueprint, Blueprint two.
Oh wait, so I say Takeover or Ether, and you say Blueprint too?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, Ether's a song. You can't put take over 2 bars against Ether. I can't do that. I can't do that. Nah. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do 2 bars for takeover, right? See, I be hitting niggas.
I'm listening though.
Bro, I'm such a Brooklyn. You can't do that. I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? But look, if you gonna take takeover, put it against something that Nas did with 2 bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can let a slug melt in your hat. You want a ball till you fall. I can help you with that. That's 2 bars. Boom. We could put takeover against that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a whole song, Ether, I'm gonna have to put it against. Just because dude wear Koofy, it don't mean that he nice. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that he bright. It's because you can't understand him. It don't mean that he nice. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? I gotta put it up against that. That's a whole song. You know what I'm saying? And that's fair. That's only being fair. You know what I'm saying? And in that case, I'll say Ether got him.
That was deep, fam. This right here is gonna be a soundbite. This is definitely a soundbite. I'm actually like bookmarking this moment so I can make sure.
No, for real. You know why? Because Nas clown. Nas went in. Nas sound like he had another sip of Hennessy and just started ragging on him like. Mustache having whiskers like a rat compared to beans you whack. When somebody start rambling on you like that, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
just go.
yeah,
That's snapping. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That's
yeah. I
literally snapping.
always said like Ether is not high on my list because it sounded like he was.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was just roasting them. It sounded like he was, like you said, he hit the cognac, and he can rap, but he went in the booth and kept whatever he said.
Yeah.
It don't really.
Yeah.
It don't
Said what
sound
he
like it
said.
was any
Yeah.
plan into it. It's just rambling. I'm
But
glad.
if he was in the room with us, we would have been dying laughing like, yo, no, he didn't
Yeah,
say that to Hov. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's facts. And then Hov went in and just went and touched his soul. You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh. And the song you picked
it's
to
different.
describe that is different, man. That's a different energy right there. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
so people
that.
don't be knowing that though.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that for the next time I ask. I'm not gonna talk about Takeover. You're right, because that was just
Yeah,
one bar
not
at the
take over.
end.
Nah, it's not fair. It's
Yeah. Okay.
not fair.
All right. Power 105.1 and 97.
It's like asking me if I like being an adult or a child more. You know what I'm saying? It's
Uh-huh.
it's really my childhood versus the way of today. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Mm-hmm.
give Power 105 props because how it syndicated the show, how it kind of innovated the Breakfast Club and making that available on YouTube and kind of made that was like the first podcast, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For all of us. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And that's like the way of how we do things now. Now we got Drink Champs. Now we got what I'm saying, so much dope stuff because of something like the Breakfast Club. So I gotta give it its props for now because we can't do without that. And we got so much great stuff from that. But Hot 97, man, Hot 97 was just legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like so legendary. Like just Flex mixing stuff. I remember the first time I heard so many things on Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, and they'll wait for Flex to get there at 8 o'clock so they can play it. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped a million bombs on it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a part of life growing up. You know what I mean? Like it's literally like the music that we talking about from Nas to all of those 90s songs and everything that we love so much in my life was debuted on Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? And it was a big deal when it was debuted. You know what I'm saying? From Mary J. Blige to Hov to Nas to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they singles was. So I can't take away that. You know what I'm saying? That was a big part of it. My first crush was Angie Martinez on Hot 97. You know what I mean? I didn't even know what she looked like. I used to just come home. I used to rush home like in 3rd grade and just to listen to her. You know what I'm saying?
That voice was crazy.
Press play and record and make mixtapes off of her show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
the voice was
I
crazy.
can't take away that.
Yeah.
feel me?
Did
It's
you
a
know she?
tie.
Did you know she was going? Did you know she was going to the rival when she ended up quitting 9-7?
Nah, that was crazy. That was wild. That
That was
was
like some
crazy.
WWE shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You felt weird as a individual. Like we're nowhere near that situation, and it was like one of those shit. Like,
Yeah.
you want to leave the room like until the awkwardness is over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Were you in New York or were you here when it happened?
I was in New York when that happened.
Yeah. So when it
You know
happened,
what I'm saying?
what was the rumble like? Like what the like was everybody running to the radio? How did you find out?
Yeah, no, it kind of made a buzz. It literally happened like that, like overnight. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a buzz. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of made us turn back to the radio for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what it was like or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, Angie Martinez is Angie Martinez. Like, you know what I mean? I was just waiting for her to slip up and say, you know, call us up, Hot 97, 1-800-223-9797. I was waiting for her to drop the, Hot 97 drop. You know what I mean? Because she flows just so effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? And she has the same people, the same, Hov was there. It's the same. She has the same guests that are her friends that come and make sure her situation's right. You can kind of tell what that's like, And her crew came with her, So it was normal.
Hella dope. All
It
right.
was normal.
What can we expect from you summer 2022? You know how the New York do it. Summer is yours. You know.
Summer, man. Summer's ours, man. Man, it's crazy that you say that because it's crazy how the time it was. I just smiled to myself and was like, man, the summer's about to be ours, man. Like, and it's true to say. I got 3 singles right now. That's I got 2 singles out, 1 single that is coming out that we just finished up. I just got the vocals back for. I got a video for my single Left on Scene. Left on Scene is available everywhere. And I just got the video back from my man Sound Vision, and it is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? For my Arizona Cats is something that, you never seen before. It's going to set the aesthetic away from everybody else and everything else that Sound Vision does. Big up to all the artists out here, but it's just time to take over.
Yeah.
It's really time to take over, man. It's really time to make all of this, the work we put in, come to fruition and just blossom right now. And yeah, we got a bomb waiting for y'all, man. So yeah, that's what's next. And then I got another single called Sit on My Lap, and we're shooting a video for that on the 21st of this month. What's this month? April. Yep, on the 21st of this month. So, whoever see this, ladies, get at me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be at the video, we're gonna have a good time. And we need some people with some dope looks to be a part of that. So, get at me on IG Money Reeks. And yeah, stay tuned for that. Big shout to Merk. Merk got a lot of stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped the Best of the Best featuring Deli. Also, Merk is featured on my man HB Young's record, which is my favorite record out right now. That new Glock. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite joint. So the team's winning right now, man. And I'm just next up to bat. Bases is loaded. And we gonna hit it out the park. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm anxious, man. I'm anxious because usually you know, when Breezy get to talking, you gotta. Who you got now? What you got? What's going on?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm blessed. I'm really blessed because I
Yeah.
got a lot of talent. I got a lot of stuff in store. And cats, like I just mentioned with the team, Goy Muchacho, Haida, HB, Merk, they've already kind of opened doors and paved the way, you know what I'm saying, to where now I just get to easily, go in these opportunities and do my thing. And people are all ears because they've already witnessed so much talent come from the camp.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that, man. The game definitely needs what's happening right now with you in the
Yeah.
camp. Um, Destiny fulfilled, goals, reached, all these things
Yeah.
accomplished. You lived a great life in this music industry. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Just just the creative legacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very creative person. We'll be able to see that blossom throughout the years. But more than that, vibe therapy. My thing is to share that with other people who like to create, other artists, and help them find their niche or what their sound is or what their specialty is in this creative world. You know what I mean? And you hear that magic whenever, you know, I do collaborate with other artists, models, you know, songwriters, and, you know, alike, you know. So you'll continue to see that, and continue to see me pass my knowledge and, you know, all my expertise on to my peers, you know what I'm saying? So we'll watch that grow throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? And that'll speak for itself, you know?
And we're most definitely watching. So for everybody that's wanting to follow you, where can they follow you at?
You know, if you're looking at my music, my name is Tyreek, you know, so that's Tyrek, you know, and you can find me pretty much everywhere music is available. On social media, you know, the hood call me Money Reeks, you know, so that's MONEYREEKS. And yeah, you can pretty much look me up on IG and Facebook that way. You know, I'm just getting back on the Facebook. I never really liked Facebook, but now they tell me I need Facebook.
No,
so
you need Facebook.
I'm
I hate
doing
it.
Yeah, I hate Facebook, man. But no disrespect to Facebook.
Yeah, no
know,
disrespect.
you know,
Keep the checks coming in. If we got some checks we can pick up, we'll come pick them up. But yeah,
facts. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Facebook like that. But you know, I'm just not with the whole invasive thing like that. You know, so
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna do it for the music. And on YouTube, I'm Tyreek as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know, long story short, my name is Tyreek, aka Money Reeks, and you can pretty much find me anywhere between the two.
DJ Pest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest internet radio station on the planet.
Even the other radio stations are tuning in.
Your choice, your music. YouChoiceRadio.com.